Today, guys, I'm going to tell you what they don't tell you about being a day trader. Let's jump right into this. Welcome back, my passive income investors. Today, I want to talk about day trading. I used to do it, what I think about it. Let's get into it, guys. So first of all, I want to tell you about some of the myths, some of the things that the day traders actually do and what they try and sell you on. Because if you ever see day traders, they're either trying to sell you on this really high lifestyle or this lifestyle of where you don't need to leave your house and you can be your own boss. Though that is true, I want to talk about why I don't day trade, why I used to day trade, and why I know a lot of people quit day trading. If you ever go to a casino, guys, how does a casino work? Well, if you understand how a casino works, you'll know that the idea is if you play long enough, they always win. The odds are always slightly in their favor, not yours. So over the long run, they essentially always win. Well, you can treat the stock market kind of the same way. You can follow patterns and rules that if you consistently keep on that path over the long term, you should win the majority of the time. But what you must know is the best day traders, there's a percentage ratio, and usually the highest end day traders win about 60 to 70% of the time. So that means just below half of the time they're losing. So you, like I said, you can sit at home, guys, you can be relaxed, you can do whatever, but the problem is you got to educate yourself. You do have to sit there and learn an incredibly lot about certain stocks. It takes years to get comfortable trading the right positions because you can't just randomly buy stocks and make money by following some pattern. And then you're going to get into these groups, guys. A lot of these guys make more money off their groups where people learn and get to see the stocks they're trading than the actual money they're making off the stocks they're trading, which is also kind of funny. Now, one of the reasons I don't like day trading, guys, is because of the consistency it requires. It's not like you just sit at home, put a robe on, and things are great. You are going to be sitting there and trying to trade stocks. Either you're going to find a pattern where you do it for an hour in the morning when the stocks are the most volatile, or it's going to be a whole day thing where you're going to do like 100 plus trades a day and try and win the majority of the time. And all of these guys I have watched for almost 5 years now, and there's one thing that happens to all of them, which really is why I don't like personally day trading. Last year, I know a day trader that only won. He made all of his profits. All of his profits came within 5 days out of the entire year of 2018. If it wasn't for those 5 days, he would have lost a substantial amount of money. So it's like you do have to be at this consistently. I remember watching Tim Grittani, really famous student of Timothy Sykes, and he had a dry spell once for 7 months where he did nothing but pretty much lose money for 7 straight months. And we're not talking like tens of thousands, we're talking 6 figures here, guys. And that is sometimes the reality that you have to be able to stomach, and it's annoying. And if you give up on it, then you've lost. Now, day trading in and of itself can work, and if it's something that interests you, there are a ton of channels out there that can help you out. Day trading is literally like a part-time job, guys. Now, there's another thing you can do also called swing trading, which essentially just means you're going to buy stocks and you're going to hold on to them for maybe a week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe even just a year. And the idea behind swing trading, and I kind of like swing trading, I'm going to actually start getting back into it a bit later on. And the reason I like it is it allows you to buy good companies, take time, understand large companies with good volume, things that you know aren't going to disappear overnight. And you buy them on a dip, and if they go down, you just hold on to them and you just wait. And you wait, and you literally wait till it goes back up, because sooner or later it's probably going to go back up. It's just how patient you're willing to be. So swing trading's on a whole nother level compared to day trading. It's a little more laxed. It's not exactly the most interesting thing in the world, but there's a lot of channels like the Monk Way I watch. There's a few channels that follow this kind of philosophy of you never sell at a loss, and you essentially just hold on to it until it recovers. Now, personally, I don't always hold on stocks if they're in the red. I will sell them depending on what you're going to see that in the future, guys. I have stocks I'm planning on selling right now, which I will update you on next week. There's a lot of things that I'm planning on doing based on what these companies are doing and how I personally feel about them in that moment. Sometimes they're emotional and it's a mistake, and sometimes it's logical and it saved me a lot of money. But swing trading, you can even swing trade what are called ETFs, guys, which are groups of stocks that don't do much, maybe like REIT ETFs that are very volatile, but they don't really go up that whole much, and they kind of don't go down a whole much, but they play this big trend area. There's a lot of gold companies. There's a company called BTO I've swing traded in the past with. Now, what do I do personally? Well, if you watch this channel, you obviously know I am a passive income investor, which I think truly suits this uniform. Unlike a day trader, when you are a passive income investor, you just collect mostly dividends over a passive period of time. My best guess, if you are watching this, you're probably a passive income investor as well, and you're looking to build some kind of a retirement portfolio perhaps. I like this a lot, but there's two dilemmas with this, and the difference between these two things is that day trading, you essentially literally could probably get away with about $20,000 or $30,000 if you traded it correctly. I've seen people triple that, quadruple that within a year through day trading, but at the same time, with what I'm doing, a small amount of money is not going to get you very far. I mean, you got to think if you're looking to make somewhere between a 4 and a 6% drip, which you can actually get it even higher. There's a lot of different ways you can invest your money, guys. You can even do it through private mortgaging and get a higher percentage. I know people that are very successful at that. But essentially, when you're trying to set up a passive income, even if you're making, say, 10%, guys, on $100,000, you're only be making about $10,000 a year, which is a nice, substantial amount of money. That is huge, but it's not enough to retire or live on in a year. I don't like the people that tell you need to have like $1 million or $2 million to make enough off the stock market to retire. It really depends on your lifestyle and how much money you spend to live. For instance, say you could live on $30,000 a year and you were dripping 5%. If you were just dripping that 5% and that was it, guys, well, let's do the math. On 100,000, that's 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You would essentially need simply $600,000. And then you'd also want to save up a bit of an emergency fund in case something horrific happens or you never really know, something happens to the stock market. I don't know. Usually dividends, if you are diversified enough, are pretty reliable. Let me know what kind of investor you are, guys. Do you kind of mess around with all of these? I love doing a little bit of swing trading here and there, and I'm mainly a long-term investor though, guys. I find I get the best returns personally from long-term investing. I've had a lot of success. On Tuesday, guys, I'm going to break down, I think, my entire portfolio for you. I'm actually just going to screen capture and scroll through all my stocks, my positions, and show you what a TFSA, and my basic trading account look like as of right now, guys. And I think you might really enjoy that. Slap a like on that if you want to see something like that. And also let me know in the comment section below anything that's new going on with you guys. I love learning from you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay cool. Stay awesome. See you tomorrow, guys.